to keep it all inside. Episode 127, Stl Roar, MyCityMyMusic.com, Soldier by Blood. We've got Anthony Garner in the house. Woo! We don't have to feed them or drink them or anything. They just like to hear music. Pretty easy, huh?
Yeah.
So you just stopped in off your world tour. You just came in from...
West Plains, Missouri.
Hey, you know what? It is part of a world tour, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, and do you live there, or is that just where you came from?
I live there, but I play everywhere within about a 3.5 hour radius in any direction. So that gives a pretty good span.
Very cool. So you're gonna wow us with some of your songs right now?
For sure. If you'd like me to start with originals, I can start with originals.
Whatever you want to do.
We'll start with one cover. It kind of gets us started.
Okay.
And then we'll go to an original after that.
John Prine's a sweetheart.
Oh man, he's my favorite songwriter.
I love that guy.
I got that
He
whenever
can talk.
he passed.
Oh really?
Yeah, that's my favorite song by him, and I've got a placard that has that same design. So I just stole the design right off the placard. Had
Very
my tattoo
cool.
guy do it.
Very cool.
He's real talented. I'm really lucky.
Yes.
All right, this is "Are You Sure Hank Done It This Way" by Waylon Jennings.
Okay.
It's the same old tune, fiddle and guitar. Where do we take it from here? Rhinestone suits and new shiny cars. It's been the same way for years. We need a change. Somebody told me when I came to Nashville, son, you finally got it made. Old Hank made it here, and we're all sure that you will, but I don't think they ain't done it this way. Oh no, I don't think they ain't done it this way. Yeah. Years on the road making one night stands. I've been speeding my young life away. I'm singing my songs of his now and then, but I don't think I ain't done it this way. Oh yeah. I've seen the road through a 5-piece band. I've been looking at the backside of me, singing my songs of his now and then, but I don't think I ain't done it this way. Oh yeah. Are you sure Hank done it that one?
Yeah. Woo! It's on my bucket list. I always wanted to meet that guy.
All right, this next one's brand new.
Okay.
Figured I'll play it up here for you guys just because. If I can find it.
What's the story behind the song?
All right, so this one is about trying to quit drinking. That's why
It's
whenever
about Tweezy.
man, that's why whenever he said what he said,
It's
I was
about-
like,
I know.
whoa, that's crazy.
How many days?
This will be the 6th day.
Sixth day.
Sixth day.
All right,
Dude,
give it up for Tweezy.
congratulations. So honestly, down here, what I'm trying to do right now is just make sure that I string together more dry days the week before than and I'm still struggling with that. I really am. If I get 3 dry days in a week, that's awesome. Like I'm killing it then. But yeah, other than that. All right, so this one's called "Repetition is Retention," and it's about going to AA more or less. Repetition is retention, and my intervention with no other means to get my attention. And oh, by the way, did I forget to mention this 30-day chip drives my idle prevention. Don't know what's worse, the pain or the tension, as the reasons to quit leave my comprehension. But that's all consequence of my abstention. The illusion of control wasn't my intention. Leave me alone into my dissension. This life I chose led to my apprehension. But these words I leave don't mirror contention. It's just some advice through love and extension. Let's go repetition.
Is it on all social medias?
No, that one is brand new, so it's not. All the other 12 songs are.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you can even put the other ones on Snapchat if you want to. Like it'll pop up in the Snapchat window.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm doing another one in June, but it won't be released until October because I want them to have almost a year apart.
Right.
But the time is scheduled, and I'll be there. All right, so this let's do something a little more upbeat, I guess. What original do you want to hear?
What's your favorite?
Long Way to Fall?
That's not upbeat.
Yeah, it's not really upbeat, but alright, so I was singing a song about I used to have a pretty bad opiate addiction. I'm going on like I'd say 3 years clean with a few slips, but about 1 year with no slips, really. I'd say that's probably pretty accurate.
That's good. That's good.
But before then, there was a time where there was this little old lady that came in and sat at my bar all the time. And we were really close, and we talked about everything under the sun. And they had her on some crazy, crazy high milligram opiates. And I figured out that all I had to do was come in with something hurting, and she would hook me up. And I wrote a song about it. Years later, I was sitting there drunk at the table one night, and I
It's
was
not
like,
called She Got the Hookup, is it?
Master P, I would have stole that right out of his book. He wouldn't care.
Nah.
All right, so this one's called Mrs. Wilson. It's a little loud. Check, there we go.
15. She comes in to see me just in the nick of time, and the goodies that she brings me, well, they don't cost me a dime. She slides up to my table as I bring her her sweet tea. She passes me my package as she asks what's bothering me. In the box, some of the finest green and a bottle of her codeine. She reminds me of my grandma, except I think she's got the hots for me. Mrs. Wilson, my hero for the week. Well, it takes one to know one, but an addict's not hard to see. The meds take away my fever and they get me back on my feet. Of course, my conscience bothers me, but it's easier than the street. Gets around the spine arthritis from her hands down to her feet. Something new is wrong with her every time that we meet. She tells me not to worry about her medical resume, living her life in narcotic haze as the doctor grunts it all away. Mrs. Wilson, my hero for the week. It takes one to know one, but an addict's not hard to see. The meds take away my fever and they get me back on my feet. Of course the conscience bothers me, but it's easier than the street. Fever at the country diner now, and it's all over me. Here comes Mrs. Wilson to save me at 4:15.
That's so cute.
Mrs. Wilson, thank you.
Is she still around? Really?
Yeah, I just told her she just celebrated a birthday not too long ago. She does not know the song exists. She lives in Jonesboro, Arkansas, and every time her husband posts her on Facebook, I get to make sure she's still kicking. But yeah, I don't know if she ever got rid of the cancer, but
Oh, bless her heart.
they sure doped her up good for it. That was fun. Okay,
And you helped.
let's I'm gonna do a cover by Ray Wally Hubbard here.
Okay.
This is a song about a wild woman. Usually goes over real well with the crowds, especially in the bars. They love this song. Would you grab me another beverage?
I think there's 3 more Bud Lights in there. Another bottle and 2 cans.
One of the bottles and then a bottle of water would be so perfect. Thank you so much.
I've got a woman, she's wild as Rome, and she likes being naked and gazed upon. As she crosses the bridge, sets it on fire, and she lands like a bird on a telephone wire. Oh, I'm gonna holler and I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna give me some Escalade. She brings me roses and a place to lean, yeah. A drunken poet's dream. There's some money on the table and a pistol on the floor. Old paperback books by Louis L'Amour. Well, my whiskey bottle scattered like last night's clothes. Got my cigarette papers and my dominoes. Well, my harmonica, it's got a busted reed. My lips, they're chapped and about to bleed. Well, she says that's nothing when she was a kid. Well, she danced with the dead in the pyramids. Oh, but I'm gonna holler and I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna give you some mescaline. She brings me roses and a place to lean, yeah. A drunken poet's dream. I'll never pay back my student loans, and I'm smelling like Coors and cheap cologne. When she tells me not to worry about Judgment Day, she said them people going to heaven, they're just in our way. Oh, but I'm gonna holler and I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna give you some mescaline. She brings me roses and a place to lean, yeah. A drunken poet's dream. Drunken poet's dream, Ray Riley Hubbard.
Okay,
Okay. Do you want to play another one or you want to sit down and take a break?
I'll do one more and then we'll break
Okay.
for a second.
Alright.
Alright, so this next one is a song that I wrote, I think everybody can relate to. It's called The Devil on My Shoulder. We all know it's there. It's just all about when we talk to it long enough to write a song about it. This one I wrote 4 or 5 years ago and can be found on all the places.
Okay, cool.
He was there the day I lost the battle and I took my first drink. His voice so loud when times are bad, it makes it hard to think. Spreading fear and crushing hope, all he does is take. Devil on my shoulder is strong against my angels on a break. He thrives on hate and heartache as he tears at my soul. I get weak and he won't rest until I've lost all control. Temptations of the drinks and the drugs and the lust he throws my way, it's all designed to bring me down. My armor he'll take away. Devil on my shoulder feels my heart getting colder as I step close closer to the truth. Traps me with his cheats and lies, planning vengeance in my mind. An eye for eye and a tooth for a tooth. Interrupts my walk with God, with temptation in my path. When that won't work, he lights the fire with anger, fear, and wrath. Till the moonshine prayer, it takes me down as my worries wash away. Devil on my shoulder is strong, and I'm afraid he's here to stay. Devil on my shoulder feels my heart getting colder as I step closer to the truth. Traps me with his cheats and lies, planning vengeance in my mind. An eye for eye and a tooth for a tooth. An eye for eye and a tooth for a tooth.
Very
on my
good.
shoulder.
That was awesome. All righty. Come up to the table. What do you mean, no? She says, no, maybe come up there. Do you need to move stuff around?
No, it's fine.
No, he's
Oh,
got
I'll
to.
stay.
He's got to move stuff around, so you can that chair. He's on.
Somebody knocking on the door.
Oh, let him in.
I got a.
Is it locked?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Would you please?
Get it?
It's probably Mel or Stump. It's
Look
either
like
Mel
a
or
man.
Stump. They're about the same height.
Yep, look like a meal.
Mel! Woo!
What's up, meal?
Mel's back in the house! I'm so glad you're here. Mwah. This is Mel.
Hi, Mel. I'm
When I
Anthony.
started this show 3 years ago, she was here.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And then she
A
wasn't.
while.
Hey.
She wasn't.
What's up,
Long time no
Sweezy?
see.
Do you want to sit here or there?
I don't care. I'll sit
It'll
over
probably
here
be
next
better
to
there.
you.
Huh? You
Probably
wanna-
be better
right over
there.
there?
Oh, no.
Yeah, you're in the firing
I
squad.
want the
That's
one
real
that's
nice, dude.
not on camera.
You
Yeah,
don't want-
no.
Well, if you don't want to be on camera, you can sit there. Yeah.
She'll be fine.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. Did I kiss you in a break? Am I good?
Yo, Melissa John's in the house again. Yes. We're gonna keep her here. Can we put her upstairs, Tweezy? You know, Tweezy owns this building now.
You do?
Yes. He's got a whole studio thing upstairs and doing all kinds of stuff with promotions and artists and
Like a recording studio?
recording and all kinds of stuff.
No.
You're not
It's
doing
an
recording up there?
Airbnb venue up there.
Airbnb. All right. All right.
In other words, it's a big party all the time. But that's okay, as long as they're paying for it, right? Who cares?
Yeah. Yeah. You gotta make some money.
Exactly.
I
I'm
make
not
more
getting
money.
paid to
doing-
party.
You make more money doing Airbnb than just renting it out. Just as a rental, like.
I know, that's boring.
Yeah, that's
I mean, you want to at least raise the roof if you're going to do a B&B. I mean, Airbnb for sure. Episode 127, Stl Roar, MyCityMyMusic.com, Soldier by Blood. We've got Mr. Anthony Garner in the house, stopping in from his world tour from West Plains, Missouri, all the way. So do you travel every week you're
Every
on the
weekend.
road?
Every weekend. Have been that. It's been that way for almost 4 years now. I started out small breweries and bars. I've just recently broken into some festivals that I try to play every year. I do openings of dispensaries also, which is
Very
a really
cool.
cool gig. We have a chain of dispensaries down where I'm from called the Grateful Heads. They're
Well,
slowly but surely working their way up here.
Suede is here.
Oh, cool.
Suede is here. They're all over the place.
Well, man, they let me come in there and play, and they pay me really well. I'll play 3 or 4 hours. They give me $500 plus tips, and they like the barbecue trucks come out there, and it's great.
Kevin Riggs, are you listening? If not, I'm going to make sure you are. He's one of the owners of Suede. I went to high school with him, so I was just talking about this the other day. And did you know they're not called pickers, they're called cultivators?
Oh, right.
I said, well, I don't know what they're called, but yeah, the people who pick the weed, they're called cultivators.
100%
Well,
recreational,
la-dee-da.
legal, man.
Yeah, I know, it's awesome.
Runs.
But no, he's got them all over. He's got them in St. Peter's. They're all over the place. But you'll see the billboards is SUADE. So shout out to Suede. But yeah, they have everything. So
Nice.
Tweezy's on the wagon.
Oh yeah.
Isn't that great? 6 days so far. Isn't that awesome? Nothing. He's drinking soda. That's it.
I've known you to take pauses on things.
That's great, though. That's
But
awesome.
not all things.
Not all things, yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's going
okay.
complete cold turkey, which is great. Good for you. That's
That's a
killer.
real pause for the cause right there.
It
I guess I won't
is.
be sharing nothing with you.
That's okay. Okay, so Anthony, where are you from? Are you from here or are you from West
I was
Plains?
originally born in Paragould, Arkansas, but I've lived all over the place. I've lived in Florida, West Virginia, Arkansas. You know, it's just moving all around. But mainly in Missouri right now. I do go into Tennessee to do all my recording at a place called Steelhouse Recording Studio. Shout out Steelhouse Recording Studio, Andy Smith.
Very cool.
It's in Salina, Tennessee. It's a great place. I'll be going back. It's an extremely competitive market over there. The Tennessee, Kentucky, Virginia, Ohio area is very competitive for our alternative country and folk music. The independent artists over in that area are now selling close to as much as everybody who's signed, and that's just it's the pandemic. I mean, I hate to say helped because that's not a great term, but it did. You know, there's some people were stuck at home, and so many independent artists said, well, if I'm going to make a run for it, now's the time.
Exactly. No, there's a kid that I used to book, and he's I think he's on his 6th or 7th year in Nashville, and he's caught 3 CDs here. I mean, he writes all his own music. He's freaking awesome. But yeah, he moved to Nashville, and he's been there X amount of years waiting to get discovered. But I mean, he's already got a few songs out there that that I don't remember who was the artist. I can't remember who the artist is. One major artist picked up one of his songs, so he'll get there.
Yeah. And it's just all about, you know, finding. I found a lot of listening through Facebook groups that are just only based around music, because I mean, you can share so many things to your music page, and your reach is only going to go so far. But those groups are nationwide, you know, and if they love this, that's all the people around the country that love the same type of music as you do.
Definitely.
So as far as the original tunes go, like I'm in every day. Hey, here's my Spotify link. This is the song I'm featuring this week, you know, and. I'm not great at promoting it. Like I'm not a great self-promoter. For some reason, I'll be at a gig and I'll do 3-hour shows and I'll maybe mention my stuff one time. I mean, I'll play them.
Right.
But you know, as far as hey, I would like your money. Hey, I would like you to follow my websites. All those things. I'm not great at mentioning those.
So where are you at this weekend?
I go to Jonesboro, Arkansas to play at Cregan's Irish Pub. Me and Nick Davis are playing The Late Show up there from 10 to 1 a.m. The bar crowd comes in there. It's on the 3rd floor, really cool place. And then on Saturday, I'm in Myrtle, Missouri at the Stock Tank, which is a good-sized bar out there that it's the only bar in the area, so that's where everybody goes.
Awesome.
I just played there with my buddy, but I was playing lead guitar a few weeks ago, and he had me jump over and start singing, and they came up and they were talking to me about booking me, and I'm like, oh, I'm here in like 3 weeks, and they were like, oh, okay, and I was like, so it's fine.
I like that Myrtle
Turtle.
turtle.
That's
Myrtle,
awesome.
Missouri.
That's awesome. Now Mel has a band. She's a badass singer.
No.
She's changed the name. It was Calm Rage. I don't know what it is now.
It is nothing now.
No name.
No. it
She's
has no
amazing.
name.
Just a no-name band now?
Yeah, it's the group chat is called Band to Be.
Oh, cool.
Like it will be something.
Do you have all new musicians, or some of your old ones, or just you and a
I've
bunch
got
of new
the
ones?
same old bass player. Well, I mean, Calm Rage has so many different players in it besides our lead player. So.
But the bass player is the staple.
I have one of our bass players. Pretty cool drummer Andy, and new guy Mike that we're trying out. He's doing all right. We'll see. All original, no more covers.
Good for you.
And I make Will the bass player write most of all the instrumentals. So, haha.
That's good. That's good.
I don't make him. I mean, somebody's
Right.
got to do it.
Somebody has to do it, and then after that, you guys get up there and all work together on the song, or
Yeah.
are you
yeah.
are you the boss? Say no, this is what it's going to be.
No, Will's the boss on that. He is. He's like, I wrote it. This is how I want you to play it. I mean, you can like kind of scoot off a little bit, put your personality in there. I mean, I want everybody's got a say in it. Not saying he's the boss, but he writes this stuff. I write the lyrics, so.
What's your central genre?
Oh, I don't even know what you would call this. We're going for like a metal, progressive metal. I don't know. I'm not good with labels.
Yeah, because
It's not necessary to have one for you. It's just for some reason everybody else wants to know.
I know.
If you were to stick Mel's band in a box, I would have to say it'd be on the heavy metal side.
Well,
But they're not super heavy.
No,
they're
we're
just
changed. This original project is not like Calm Rage at all. It is metal. It is heavy. It is fast. It's
really
yeah.
good for you.
I want you guys to get up and jump around and
like
move.
You do? Yes.
Yeah.
She's amazing. You should see her. It's great.
Well, so
Yeah.
how much does the costume change when you're in a metal band?
Oh, she's completely different. She's completely different.
Doesn't
She has a
even look the same
total
person.
different stage persona. When she's up there, when I walked in, and the first time I see her play at Charlotte, I was like, wow, she's a rock star. I mean, yeah.
Aw.
Because when you're on stage with your band, and it depends on who you are, but I've seen it a million times, you got to get in your band mode, and that's where you're at, and you look different, and you act different, and it's all about
Your
that.
alter ego.
It's
very-
that's what you're
yeah.
doing there. So yeah, amazing. So yeah, she has lots of passion and just great. So when she sings and plays and everything in the whole band, it's like you're right there with them.
Right.
So
Every step of the way.
yeah, it's amazing.
So you guys just mainly in this area?
I guess so. I mean, this is a new band, so
Right.
I'm not really sure what's gonna happen. Like the world is our oyster.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do?
Who needs a metal band?
Oh well,
Ask 'em.
everybody's gonna need a metal band when,
No, that's
when
what
it's
you need
done.
to ask
yeah.
them. That's what I'm saying. Hey, who needs a metal band? Get a hold of the band.
If they don't need a metal band, I'm gonna make them need a
Yeah.
metal band.
Yeah, so,
They're
yeah.
gonna need me.
If they don't want to hear the word metal, just say we play classic rock, and then get out there and rock it out. Like so what? Nobody
Psych.
is gonna remember. Yeah,
Psych.
nobody's gonna remember that conversation.
Because what they're going to do is they're going to sit there all night waiting for the classic rock song. They're not
Oh,
They're like,
okay.
well, I mean, no, wait, maybe it's coming. Maybe
Yeah,
it's
maybe
maybe
it's
it's coming.
coming.
Hang on.
Yeah, there you go.
I feel Freebird. It's coming.
Like a scary movie with the jump scares. You're
Yeah.
like waiting for the monster to come
Right,
around
right.
the corner.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, screw that. So, where do you go after this weekend? You go back to
So that's it's a special weekend. I'm trying to
St.
remember.
Patrick's Day.
Yep. I have to look at my little schedule here. I know on the 18th I play 2 different gigs. One of them is in Springfield at the Ozark Empire Fair.
Very cool.
They set up so many stages on there. I don't even know which one I'm going to be on. I know the first time I played that fair that I only played an hour and a half, but this time I'm playing 4 hours.
Holy cow.
Poppy's Beach Grill is St. Patrick's Day, and that's also in Jonesboro, Arkansas. They bought out at Ruby Tuesday, and they turned it into a beach grill, and now they have live music there.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And then that same day that the fair is, as soon as I'm done at 3 p.m., I'm going to fly down to Mountain Home, Arkansas, and play at Raps Baron Brewing.
I love Mountain Home.
Yeah, me too.
Oh my
Me
God.
too. I
I used to
tell
go
her all the
floating up
time.
there all the time.
I want to retire there.
It's a great town. It is. I stayed in a bed and breakfast, and yeah, we'd float the river. Oh my God, there's so much stuff to do.
So I've got like roughly 40 shows scheduled right now, and about 15 of them are in Mountain Home.
Oh,
I'm
really?
serious. Yeah, I play
Very
all
cool.
the breweries over there. Anybody that'll let me in Mountain Home, I'm there. Especially if they're by the water.
Mm-hmm.
There's actually a nightclub that they just remodeled up there. Put professional light system in, railings, everything. It's called Oasis. It was called Royal 66, but now it's called Oasis, and they've
Awesome.
really done a number on the place. It looks nice in there.
Very cool. Cool.
Puddle of Mud will be there on June the
What?
10th. Yeah.
They're back together?
Yeah.
Oh
and-
my God!
Okay, now
I
listen
worked
to
their
this.
last show. I'm a stagehand.
Are you?
And I've seen a lot of fights and arguments and that whole band is like.
I just told her, I said, okay, it's a 2-night event in Mountain Home, and I've got money that says Wes Scantlin shows his ass on the second night.
Oh my God! I mean, and you never know because
I know.
you think you never really expect it, But when you see your first rock star throw a tantrum, literally throw a tantrum on stage, it's like, oh my, really?
With him, it doesn't take much either.
Really?
Yeah, he'll like look at someone
I've
in
seen
the
them
crowd.
several times.
And then
I've
just,
never seen him throw a fit, but I'm on the other side.
Right,
Yeah.
but backstage, no, they're great. When they're on stage, they're good. But the minute they get off stage, it's like, knives and guns and everything else. They're just so, I don't know.
Knives and guns.
Oh my.
Oh my.
They just literally fight like cats and dogs. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Well,
Wes
maybe
Scanlon.
they've got therapy or something.
I don't know.
When they've gone through COVID and all that, maybe they chilled out.
I don't know. If
Started
it's,
smoking some of this recreational weed.
they all need to smoke something. I don't know if it's the fact that maybe they're all more alike than not, or if they're just all such different personalities. I don't know. But yeah.
Well, he owns all the rights. He very well could have hired a new band. And
That's true.
Yeah, because he owns everything.
That's true.
And he has 2 of the biggest stage meltdowns on YouTube that I've ever seen.
Oh, I'm gonna have to look that up.
Yeah, and one of
Good.
them, you can see that I think the bass player goes first. He just unplugs his bass, takes his bass off, and looks at the rest of them, and they all left Wes out there just yelling at the crowd. And he sits in a chair at one point and yells at them. It's on you. It's all over YouTube.
I would have liked to have been at
Wes
the show
Scanlon, don't
just
come
to
after me.
Have some fun with that.
Yes.
I just I just grew up. I love that guy.
I've seen
grew up
Rob
just thinking
Zombie
he
throw a
could-
fit on stage,
Yeah.
but
No,
and that was a
nobody thought-
major fit.
Well, one of my friends who was on the show, he was there. He was their guitar tech for a long time, and he was with Ozzy, and he was freaking amazing. But yeah, he says he was there with them every single day. So I don't know all the nasty details, but it was pretty bad.
I like seeing that stuff. It just shows that they're human.
Right.
Because you put them up on a high shelf, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
People don't think
Then
they
they-
do anything wrong.
And work is still work.
And like Zach,
Even when you're on a stage, work is still work.
Mm-hmm.
I seen Zach Wilde have a boo-boo and go into a panic on stage with Ozzy. Oh, that was great. The whole show, that was like my favorite part of the whole thing. Like, ha ha ha, you fucked up. You are not God.
Exactly. I got a Zach Wilde story I cannot tell on the air, but I can tell you. Oh my God, I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh. But yeah, that's something else. That is a story I cannot tell on the air. That's because it involves a couple of musicians here in town.
Yeah, let's not burn bridges.
No, I'm not gonna burn a bridge with them. It's just not something that needs to be out there. So, but it's all right. He's just something else. So, who are your influences? You're kind of young. How young are you? Can I ask?
I'll be 36 in June.
Oh my God. I got
Yeah,
kids
he's still
older
a
than
baby.
you. Jesus.
You still a baby.
He is still a baby.
So, you say what's next?
What was your influences?
Oh, my influences.
I mean, did you grow? Are you a legacy? Did you grow up in?
Not a legacy, I'm first generation musician. But biggest influence, John Prine. A lot of the old outlaw stuff I really enjoyed, but in college I was really into punk music.
Mm-hmm.
Alkaline Trio was my favorite band of all time for a long time. Bad Religion, Against Me.
You're so young. What was it? The Ramones.
Yeah.
That's who I had. The Ramones.
Yeah, but I think every generation has
Yeah, I know. Isn't that funny?
listened to that. And then
And it
was that
leads them
Stranger Things? The Ramones song, one of the
Yeah,
Ramones
yeah,
songs was
yeah.
on there.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I
Should
think
I
that
stay or
kind
should
of
I
brought
go?
that back to youth a little bit. Just
Right,
like
right.
a little full circle there.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they did Master of Puppets, and then that brought Master of Puppets to our new youth, and we were like,
Right. Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's just hard to not be a gatekeeper. I don't want to be that guy.
Right. I know. It's weird. I mean, I don't know when all the genres got named, but I have a feeling it was when I was a kid because it started out with just rock and roll, and then it was, the devil, blah, blah. Oh, shut up. It's just music. Stop being stupid, And then it slowly started to get split up into the different genres because not everybody wants to listen to Chuck Berry. They want something softer, or they want something a little more obscure, or headbanging or whatever. So I miss the mosh pits. Those were fun.
Yeah.
Those were a blast.
So I was in a pit the night that and it wasn't even a punk pit. The night that I met the entire Coheed and Cambria band. It was in Indianapolis, Indiana in 2006, and we were crammed in there so tight that whenever some of them would move, you didn't have a choice but to go with them. You'd go all the way over here, and then you'd slide all the
Yeah.
it was wild. We were crammed in there like tuna, but I mean, we were the first people in line. We met the guitarist coming out of Subway when we were sneaking off to go smoke a blunt in the Jeep, and he was coming out of Subway, and we spotted him. We walked over and we was like, "Hey," he's like, "Hey, don't make a big deal." Travis Stever, that's his name. They're on top of it.
Don't make a big deal.
Yeah, he was
Have a
holding
tiny
his
dick.
Subway sandwich. He was like, "Hey, don't make a big deal."
Yeah, I just want to eat my sandwich.
And then afterwards, he was like, "Where'd you guys come from?" And we said, "Jonesboro, Arkansas." And he goes, "You're kidding me. You drove up here from Jonesboro, Arkansas today?" And we're like, "Yeah, dude, we were the first ones in line." And he goes,
Where was it at?
Indianapolis.
Oh, India. Okay.
I can't remember what the venue was. I bet everybody from Indianapolis is right now just like shouting it. No, we went up there and he said, "Just meet us and tell us your names when the show's over." And we thought, "Oh, okay, whatever." And sure enough, at the gate, he was standing there signing autographs for everybody. And so we were like, okay, I guess this is our chance. And so we walked up to Claudio and told him, and he let us come back there and hung out. I have a Scott Rowland hat, the St. Louis Cardinals Scott Rowland
Very
hat
cool.
that has Coheed and Cambria's entire autograph.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Very cool. Now that is awesome. I mean, I've worked around a lot of rock stars, and the ones who don't forget where they came
I
from
know.
and just still appreciate the fans, whether it's 1 or 1,000,000, and they put on that show for 1 or 1,000,000.
Right.
And yeah, that's the
He
most.
said, "You
important.
drove 8 hours today?" And I was like, "Yes, dude. We were the first ones in line." He's
That's
like,
awesome.
"Man, that's so cool." And I was like, "Yep."
That's cool. That's very cool.
It does bring them back down to earth when they really like, okay, man, I'm just a guy with a guitar. Like,
But I think a lot of times some of these rock and roll stars, I think a lot of them don't realize how big of a star they are.
yeah.
Some of them are just
But that's a good thing.
they're just an artist, and
Right.
it's like, what
Not
is the
let it
big
get into
deal? I'm
their
just
head,
playing
you know?
these songs, you know. So
They don't have a big head, a big ego. That's
Yeah.
good.
And then the longer that you do it and the more it becomes your daily job, it's kind of when you start to lose touch on where you're at, I think. Because I have people in my little hometown every now and again, they'll say something. Somebody will come up to me at a table and say, "What's up, Rockstar?" I'm like, "Stop that. Come on. I live in West Plains, Missouri. Stop that." Like, you know, I mean, I'm just a brewery bar guy, but I've been very fortunate to play a lot of larger venues and open for some cool people. I kind of fall ass backwards into things. I really do.
are you gonna hit some bars around here? Because I can give you the names and
I
contacts.
would, yeah. I would love to have some contacts that you could send me for a later date.
I will.
And if it's not too much, I'll forward you my schedule. That way, if something happens,
Sure.
and they text you and they say, "Hey, we're looking for somebody on such and such," and you can go, "Hey, Anthony's open."
Right. Sure.
Yeah, we'd make the trip.
And if you're running through here, you can always drop in.
Oh
Doors
yeah, for
always
sure.
open.
No, I love the location. I love the locale. It's neat.
It's cool,
It's
isn't
neat.
it?
Yeah.
Very cool. What, 30 shows? About 30 shows. They have another studio over in Hampton, and they have about 30 shows that run out of these two studios.
Cool.
Tweezy and Justin Kickett. Justin Kickett. He is a character. I want to tell you what.
Yeah.
He is a hot
is.
freaking mess. He is a hot freaking mess, isn't he? Yeah, he's the partner. He's I can't even describe him. He kind of reminds me of a tornado. He just like runs through, makes a mess, and then takes off, you know? And then when you tell him you made a mess, he just laughs about it. No, I'll get it later. Or I'll get somebody else to clean it up.
So we have a little bit of that relationship that goes on, except for I tell her not to clean up certain things because I do intend to come back and clean it up. For example, we were trying to make it up here on time today, right? And I had left my clothes right there on top of my bathroom rug when I took a shower. And I was going to pick them up as soon as we got home tonight and take them to the hamper. And we're on the way out the door. And she's shutting the bathroom door so the dogs can't get in there. And she's picking up those clothes. Please don't pick those up. I can. She's like, "Yeah, right."
It is what it is. Is that the worst fight you guys have? You're going to be fine.
Yeah, no, we do. We're really fortunate. We've been together. It'll be 5 years in November. And she, I know. Now listen. She works 40 hours a week for Airvac. She is a business account manager for Airvac. And then as soon as the moment she clocks out on Friday night, she goes with me and we go on the road wherever we're going. There's times that we have to meet because I have to leave and she'll meet me up there. So I couldn't be more blessed with my partner. I
You
really
have a
could.
roadie.
Yeah, she's been to roughly 375 gigs
That's awesome.
in about 4 years. So she can't go to them all, but she does go to most of them. And as equipment lifter, sound
Shout
engineer.
out, #1 fan right here. Now when she gets gigged out and says I don't want to go,
Just doesn't go. Now that's actually something that we just figured out. We're still working through that as a couple because she in her heart, she wants to go, but I have to like let her heart off the hook. I'm like, babe, if you don't want to go, you have seen me play so many. You don't have to go.
No.
You know, and she actually let me. Where did I go last by myself? It was just like a week ago.
But you're going by yourself tomorrow.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm in a music video tomorrow. I forgot. Man, it's gonna. And I have to be there at 9 a.m.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to Rosebud, Arkansas, to
Oh,
be.
jeez.
Yeah.
Why are they shooting in Rosebud, Arkansas?
It's somebody's hometown. It's not Johnny Cash's hometown. It's somebody's.
Rosebud. That's like Red Rum. Is that
no,
the scary movie?
No, Rosebud is that sled from the movie. That movie.
It's a horror movie, isn't it?
No.
Citizen Kane.
Citizen Kane.
Yeah,
yes.
Citizen Kane.
Rosebud was the sled.
Yeah.
The name of the sled. Red Rum was from The Shining.
It was from The Shining. That was the Overlook Hotel.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
Jack Nicholson.
That's one of my favorite movies of all time.
Red Rum,
Okay.
Red Rum.
I
Red
swear
Rum.
there's a horror movie with a Rosebud town.
Well, the way they did Citizen Kane,
Maybe.
they kind of shot it like it was a scary movie, but it really wasn't. It was just, I think over dramatic. I mean, it was the 40s, 50s.
Right.
So, there's only so much you can do with black and white.
You're thinking of Rose Red.
Maybe.
That was a Stephen King thing. It was a
Oh.
mini series, I think, wasn't it?
No, it's just a really long movie.
I thought it was a mini
that
series.
sounds about right.
Yeah, I thought it was a mini series. Maybe.
Because
it was
I
a
did
movie.
watch a lot of Stephen King movies.
Dude, me too. We grew up on them.
Oh yeah, some mind trips.
Yeah.
They just showed Cujo the other day. I was like, that damn dog again? Really? Wow.
All right, I got to make sure I get this in here. My buddy will be really upset. So I'm going to Rosebud, Arkansas, and we're going to shoot this music video.
Okay.
I have no idea what's going to happen. He told me to be ready to have fake blood and mud thrown on me. He said we're going to meet at 9 a.m. and we'll decide where to go from there. So, I mean, they've got a full camera crew, everything. His name is John Bailey, and his band is called the Heathen Revival. And right now they're touring the United States.
Awesome.
They have a
Cool.
brand new record coming out.
That is awesome.
Very, very soon. Not sure exactly when. I'm dying to hear it.
The Heathen
get-
Revival. Well, it's better than being slimed. Trust me.
So, well,
Ugh.
we're going to find out what all the mud and fake blood's about tomorrow.
Slimy.
Yeah, it's going to be weird. And then I go back on that following Sunday to finish up, and then there's like one big party afterwards to celebrate it being finished.
That's awesome.
As soon as it comes out, I'll shoot it to you. I don't know what kind of
yeah.
extra I'm going to be, but I will be some kind of extra.
That's fine.
Interesting.
Yeah, being an extra is fun. I was an extra in a movie. What was it 2011? A friend of mine, he was one of the producers. He said, "Hey, I need you in this movie." I'm like, "What?" It was like 9 o'clock in the morning. He said, "Fill your truck up with all your clothes and come over." I said, "What kind of clothes? What are we doing?" We shot this movie in 2 weeks over at Sauget in the police department.
In the police department.
In the police department and outside by the bridge in the river. And it was Kevin London and, Jason London and Kevin Sorbo. Hercules.
I love Kevin Sorbo.
Hercules.
I tell her all the time about how much I
Hercules.
love Kevin Sorbo.
I love Kevin Sorbo.
I
He's
love
a
Kevin
blast.
Sorbo.
Now, Jason London kept us waiting more than anything. Now, Jason London, if you don't know him, he was in Dazed and Confused.
Which guy did he play?
He was a little short, dark-haired guy.
Okay.
Anyway, so, and then Kevin Sorbo was playing the bad guy, and Jason London was being chased by the cops and all this. So my original role when I got there to be an extra, they said, you're going to be a cop. I said, okay, what's my story? So I'm a cop, and I'm bringing in this guy who was a pimp because he had all these girls and all this kind of crap. Anyway, so the scene was in the police station, but I'm bringing my prisoner in and sitting down at the table. Well, after they did the dailies, they said, you look like a stripper in a cop uniform, so we're going to switch that. And
You're too damn good looking.
So the bad guy, he ended up being the cop, and I was the bad guy. And whatever. So that was my first scene. Then the second scene, there was a whole bunch of us musicians, and we were they had Oz, which is a nightclub that hasn't been open in a long time.
I was trying to remember the name of that club
yes.
2 days ago, and thank you so much.
Yeah, the
I
Oz.
knew it would come to me.
So we're all in there acting like we're
Ah.
dancing, and then we had to walk outside, and they paired me up with this guy I never seen before, and we all come walking out, and then Jason London comes tearing across the parking lot because he's getting chased by the bad guys. And then the third scene was I in the police station again? I think that was what it was. The kick in the ass was I lost my speaking part. and I was in 3 scenes. And then when they got to the cutting room floor, everybody else, all the extras, almost all of them got cut out except me. And guess whose name they forgot to put on the credits?
Aww.
They put everybody else who wasn't even in the flipping movie, and they forgot to put my name up there. My brother, my boyfriend, my family was there, and they're like, they didn't put your name up there. I said, oh.
That's awful.
But got to hang out with Kevin Sorbo.
Yeah,
I got pictures on my
unforgettable.
page. What a sweetheart of a guy. He's a blast.
I have no doubt.
I mean, he was so much fun. I mean, he was just a lot of fun. He was really nice, and he was just funny, and he hung out, he ate with us and everything else. Jason London, he just ran off because he was a star
Yeah.
from a movie that was 30 years ago, so whatever.
It is what it is.
But, yeah, it
no,
was
man,
fun.
but you met Kevin Sorbo. That's so freaking
He's
cool.
a blast, yeah.
So there was this sci-fi show that I used to, like, when I nerd out when I was, like, 15 or 16 years old, and I'd sit up playing fantasy games and watch Andromeda. And
I
was
love
the lead role
Andromeda. That
in
was a good
Andromeda.
show.
Yeah,
My
he was
brother
the
watched it,
captain.
I watched it, yes.
Yeah,
it was
I was
really
like,
good.
dude, I love Kevin. He's good at everything he does. I don't care what anybody says.
And then then he got cancer. He had cancer.
Yeah.
And he got out of that, but I mean he was just a really nice, down to earth guy. Like I said, we sat around, shot the shit, and he was just really cool. He took pictures with us and signed stuff, and
Nice.
he was really, really nice. I was like, wow. But yeah, we shot it in 2 weeks. That stupid, silly movie, they changed the name of it 3 times. It started out being called Call Me on Tuesday, and it ended up being Fatal Call. It ended up at Redbox and freaking Blockbuster, and it went to Cannes Film Festival. No shit.
No kidding.
I couldn't believe it. It's the most cheesiest B-rated movie I've ever seen in my life. And I'm like, oh my God. Glad my name's not on it. But yeah, it's pretty funny. I couldn't believe it went to Redbox and Blockbuster. And then they shut them down. Or they shut down Blockbuster. It went out of
Right
business
afterwards,
like that.
yeah.
Right after they bought a bunch of movies, so.
It was all their fault.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Savor those Blockbuster memories. You hang on to them. Don't let them go.
Yeah. If you don't rewind, you get charged.
Yeah. Rewind.
Rewind, you get charged. Oh my gosh. But we like the mom and pop video stores because they had the X-rated section that was in the back. You can't come in unless you're 21. Right.
First of all, this little gate that's only this high is not going to stop me from going in there. Like, I don't know why you thought that was going to work.
Right.
Oh, I
Because
hate
you can
those
go
things.
underneath it, like, and there's a little latch, like.
Right.
Like, I
it's
can't find my boyfriend. Where's he at? I wonder.
Right. Well, it's better than going to a sex shop,
Then you got the little cheesy bead curtains,
Yeah. Like we don't know. For adults only. Whoop. We're only where? There's no adults in here.
Isn't it weird how bead curtains can just make you feel like you're somewhere you're not supposed to be?
Yeah.
You know who started that? Was Spencer Gifts.
Yeah! Yeah!
And black lights. I had to have black lights in my room. They were so cool.
I have a lot of black light, strobe light memories from my youth.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was when your home speakers were bigger than your bedroom, so
Man, those were the good times.
they were.
The good
Hey, who
times.
said that has to change?
It doesn't.
You have as many big speakers as you want.
Well,
Yeah, my
we're very
age-
fortunate to live in a neighborhood that'll tolerate it, but I've lived in a bunch of places where you just couldn't. And it's not the speakers it's the guitar amps that get you in trouble every time. Because you're not playing something that's like continuing. They're like, dude, that kid's been noodling over that same track for 2 hours. If he does not stop.
Move on.
If he does not stop.
Yeah, screw that.
No, I get
My
it.
neighbors listen to loud music whether they like it or not.
And you know it's good because it's yours, right?
Of course. Of course.
Well, no, my son's got some big old speakers, and you could hear the bass all the way down in the basement. We're on the 2nd floor.
Thump, 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 thump,
You go outside, walk halfway down the block, you're still hearing it. Like, I only have it on 2, Mom.
I know.
Yeah.
God, those were the days, though. I mean,
gotta
and you
get
could do
loud.
anything with music. Before all the, I think a lot of the electronics and the internet has been a positive influence, of course, but I mean, a lot of it took away from the original music. I mean, back in the day, musicians were in the studio for days doing the same flippin' song over and over until it was perfect.
Right.
They didn't get to record it in sections and put it together and mix it up and all that
There's
kind
no
of crap.
copy and paste.
No, I mean, it was all blood, sweat, and tears in the studio.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's where a lot of them ended up breaking up because they got sick of each other.
No, I don't doubt it.
So, but,
And it's always the most popular song that you hate the most.
right. Like Pina Colada.
Oh,
It's in your head now, is it?
oh yeah, absolutely. It's not lamb chop, so I'm okay with pina colada.
Man, don't get me. I can sing 2 songs from that show. That'll just get stuck.
No, don't do it.
That'll just get stuck. I won't. It's fine. I won't put you through that, but I'm just telling you.
I'm into Pina Colada right now.
There you go. That's silly. That's even a silly song if you listen to it. So the guy wants to cheat on his wife, and he puts an ad in the paper, and it ends up being her. Don't get me started on the psychological bullshit all around both of that. You two don't need to be together. Or maybe they're swingers.
Maybe.
I don't know. I have no idea.
So, we've been in a swinger situation before.
And
Well, like we weren't sure if it was a swinger situation. Our empathy was telling us that it was a swinger situation, and so we weren't going to ignore that feeling. We were just at a bar where I had performed, and we were just hanging out, and the people that owned the bar and his girlfriend wanted us to stay after and play card games with them inside the bar. And so we did, and like the longer that it went on, the more that you could just like, there was just a vibe there. And the more that we felt that vibe, the more we gave them the "we want to go home" vibe.
Right.
It's time to go. We gotta go. A 20-minute drive sounds rough.
Exactly.
Golly, man, we gotta watch for deer.
well, back in the day, they used to call them key parties.
Yeah.
That's what
yeah.
I say.
With a yellow or that orange shag carpet, and all the parents would meet at one house and throw all their keys in the bowl. Ugh. Thank God my parents didn't do that. Jesus, I only saw it on TV, and I was like, "What is that?" I was a kid though; I didn't understand it.
I didn't either. I was like, "Everybody put your keys in the bowl." And you're like, why are you doing that? You might lose them. What? No, they're gonna get mixed up with someone else's keys.
know.
I just can't put them in the bowl.
And then the next time I did that was when my kids had
That's what I was thinking
had a
about.
graduation party. I said, "I'm taking all your keys, and you're not getting them back." That's the only time keys went in a bowl in my house. That was to keep the teenagers off the road. Literally, I didn't want to peel them up off the sidewalk.
Oh no, I get it, and they'll find a way to make you liable for
And I
somebody
said, "You're
else's
not going
stupidity if they
anywhere.
can."
You're not telling anybody that I let you drink in this house because I'm leaving.
Mm-hmm.
So if you do it when I'm not here, I can't. I'm not getting in trouble for this shit. But I am taking the keys. So.
So don't get hit walking.
Right. But we lived in a small enough town that it was all right. I just didn't appreciate everybody pissing in my pool because it was right off the back. And what it was it was a graduation party, and one of the kids was going into the Army. So I said, "Here, take the video camera, run around and say something nice or say goodbye or good luck or whatever, and then you'll have a little video to take with you."
Right.
Well, they all got drunk and were doing stupid things and ended up all peeing in the pool. And I'm like, oh. And I told my daughter, I said, "You're cleaning that up. This was your party. This was all you."
Well, at least it was pee.
Well, here's what's so funny is that she's like, yeah, Mom. So when I left with my friends and said, "Okay, you guys stay in the house, don't run around," I get home. Jessica didn't have hardly anything to drink. She was running around, putting coasters down, picking up stuff, cleaning the house. She's like, "Mama, this place was a pigsty. Everybody just throwing stuff everywhere." I said, "Well, it's your party." She's like, "I don't want to do this anymore." I couldn't believe it. I figured she'd be, 3 seasons old laying in the pool.
Right.
But no, she was running around picking everything up and cleaning it up, and she was yelling at her boyfriend because he was peeing in the pool. And
What was the comedy skit? And then the big brown shark came.
yeah, yeah, it was pretty funny.
Was that Eddie Murphy?
Huh? The big brown shark. Was that Eddie Murphy on Saturday Night
The
Live?
kids in the bathtub.
Mm-hmm. And he hit him.
Hit him in the head.
Oh, it's so funny.
Man, what did we watch not too long ago? Life.
Oh, we did too. Oh my
Yeah.
God, what a
that
great
movie's so
movie.
good.
I was like,
that
man,
movie is so good.
it is such a good movie.
And if you haven't, all right. So for me, it had probably been 10 years since I'd watched an Eddie
Right.
Murphy movie.
Right.
And I mean, I was just sitting there playing my Switch, and I was not really watching it. And the
But
next
it
thing you
hooks
know,
you.
I'm doing this.
It hooks you.
I've seen this before.
Yeah.
I don't care though. And I mean, laughing. I mean, we were
Wow.
tearing up. We were tearing up laughing.
What was it about the biscuit? What was it about? No, cornbread. Cornbread.
cornbread.
You gonna eat
Yeah,
your
yeah.
cornbread?
You gonna eat your cornbread? No, man, that's how it starts. No, man,
Right.
that's how it starts.
Oh my God! It was that movie was just freaking hilarious.
Yeah, it really was.
I know.
I'm that baby's pappy. I reckon that baby looked like me, boss.
Oh my God, that was hysterical. Oh, that was a good movie. I couldn't believe it was on again, but yeah. And they didn't cut it up. I hate it when they censor.
Yeah, me too. I can't watch them when they do that.
But they really didn't need to censor that one too much. Not really.
No, well, what sucks is if you're watching it with someone who's never seen it before and you're talking about a certain part and they cut it out and you just look at them and you're like, never mind.
Right.
I don't want to watch this anymore. Yeah, seriously, because you're like
Yeah.
quoting it the whole time and then you're waiting on it and then it doesn't happen and you're like,
Or like if you read the book.
this is not my fault.
Read the
Yeah,
book
you read
first,
the
and
book.
then you're like, you know all those little things, and then it's not in the movie.
It's not in the movie. It's like, yeah, that's sad. But I learned that, the movie's going to be worse than the book. So
Always.
Oh yeah, yeah.
'cause
Always.
They can't possibly put
They
everything.
take too many liberties, man. We were just talking about that with the different productions of it compared to the book. And, like, my sister knows that book up, down, left, and right. She can tell you everything that's wrong with it.
I don't even want to hear it.
Just
I can't deal. Ooh,
Can't do it, scared
no,
you.
Clowns.
no. The
Freaks
Shining
out.
was all I could do. Oh, and those I watched Christine and Cujo,
Yeah.
but I can watch any Rob Zombie movie all day long. But oh my God! I mean, my kids talked me into watching the Blair Witch Project when it first came out. And I said, and they're laughing and running around, Mom, this is the stupidest movie ever. And I'm just going, yeah. And for some reason, it ended up getting me. And at the very end, I was on the ceiling, screaming my head off. I'm going, oh, you got me in this stupid movie. It's so dumb.
It is. It's so dumb.
And then I got talked to watching The Hills Have Eyes. I didn't sleep for a week. I mean, I can't do it.
The original? Yeah.
I mean,
That one's scary.
scare
It's
the
scary.
shit out of you.
Yeah.
I swear, and it doesn't help when my kids are like, what? They're jumping up at me or, grabbing my foot or something like that. I'm
And
like,
when that one came out, people had never seen anything like that.
no, it was.
And
it
they're like, no, listen, that stuff exists.
It
You
does.
yeah.
It does. And so.
Go to West Virginia. You don't think it doesn't.
I know. Their
I'm not
family
being
trees.
mean.
Their family trees don't fork, and there's lots of banjos. I know. It's
Oh,
a lot,
fork,
though.
yeah. I've been wanting to say that all day. I say, every time that the Google lady tells us to go to a fork, I go, oh, fork, yeah. I hit it up.
But Rob Zombie movies are hilarious. What was the what was the one he did? The one Who's Fucking This Chicken? What movie was that? Haunted. What was that? Who's fucking this
So
chicken?
you're not thinking House of a Thousand Corpses?
Yes.
I was
Yeah.
The two guys sitting on the corner or at the road, and they're
Yeah.
yelling about who's fucking this chicken.
Is he the one that didn't he redo Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Yeah, that's
Mm-hmm.
what I thought.
They just did a new Monsters movie, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know
That was so cheesy,
Did
but
you-
it was awesome. It was so
Wasn't it
cheesy.
Quentin Tarantino who did it? Was it Quentin?
No, it was Rob Zombie.
Rob Zombie? Oh, that's right. Rob Zombie did do it. You're right. My bad.
Did not know that.
Yeah, it's released already. I know they talked about it. Oh.
I think it's on Netflix.
Oh.
Netflix or one of those.
Which-
Rob Zombie does the Munsters?
He redid the Monsters.
Oh, he loves those. Guys.
Yes. Yep.
We have to watch
I
that.
have to watch that.
It's hilarious.
It is.
So cheesy.
You want to play some more music?
Sure.
You want to sing with it?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Hell no.
You can.
No.
Yeah, you can. When's the last time you belted out a song, Mel?
Huh?
When's the last time you belted out a song?
Don't make me admit that.
Uh-huh. I knew it.
You mean not in the car?
Not in the car. In the studio or on a stage.
It's been a week.
That's good.
Alright, so this one is a song by my new favorite band. They're out of Russell County, Virginia. They're called 49 Winchester, and they're like on top of the world right now. This is a song called It's a Shame.
My daddy was a saint, my mama was a sinner, and Papa was an old freight train.
There's a cooler over there. There's water and...
My uncle liked
Oh, yeah, the red one.
hunting, and the other liked fishing, and my ain't near to go insane. Well, my brother's a hero, sister's an angel, and I never meant to cause them no pain. Lord, and I am a drinker, and I'm also a thinker, and I think that's a damn crying shame. Oh, just like it's a shame to see a woman who's white trash and pretty. It's a shame to see rich that I ain't got no money. It's a shame I ain't having no fun. It's a shame I ain't sitting up on some bar stool. It's a shame that I'm going through hell. It's a shame I've been drinking. It's a shame I've been thinking. But I'm bored, so I might as well sing your lady, your lady, your lady. My dog ate my love seat. My car's a lemon. I've got two left feet and no thumbs. I'm unambidextrous, I'm uncoordinated. I'd count my blessings if I had some. Or at least that's the way it feels on them old dreary days. Rain falling down from the sky. And I'll give you these last parting words of my wisdom. It ain't much, but I reckon I ought to try. Tell y'all that it's a shame to see a woman. She's white trash and pretty. It's a shame to see a truck that don't run. And it's a shame that I'm so rich that I ain't got no money. It's a shame I ain't having no fun. It's a shame I ain't sitting up on some bar stool. It's a shame that I'm going through hell. It's a shame I've been drinking. It's a shame I've been thinking. But I'm bored, so I might as well sing your lady, your lady, your lady. Shame, Cody, not Winchester, thank you.
Alright, let's do a original tune.
Episode 127, Stl Roar, mycitymymusic.com, Soldier by Blood. Overtime Studio, we've got Anthony Garner in the house. And I'm losing my voice again. Singing his original music.
Don't lose your voice, you're gonna need it in their heart.
Alright, this is a song. They have a pattern. This one's called These Nights. Although I've grown bitter, I ain't one for despair. Staying down in the dumps can leave you fighting for air. Sometimes my highs get too high and my lows get too low. I had to figure out the balance a long time ago. But these nights with the bottle that didn't used to seem so long. And living all these memories that didn't used to feel so strong. Before I blame it on the whiskey, well, let me blame it on my age. And I'll burn another picture, I'll turn another page. This life drifts by. I drink and smoke through the pain. But when the darkness swoops in, I can't get out of the rain. I spend more of my life staring at the clock on the wall. There ain't no pain for bearing when I feel nothing at all. But these nights with the bottle, they didn't used to feel so long. And living all these memories that didn't used to seem so strong. Before I blame it on the whiskey, let me blame it on my age. And I'll burn another picture, I'll turn another page. These nights, original song can be found on all the things, Spotify, Apple Music.
So one of my good friends, Franny Shepley, she's liking all your music. Your buddy Joshua Lee says, that's my boy Anthony.
Shout out to Josh Lee, Stevens Point, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening, buddy. I appreciate you.
Good people.
Yeah. Do you know a Lowick Wapter?
Ah.
It says Lowick Wapter. I don't know if that's just another.
Hopefully a screen name.
Yeah, he's
If
probably
not-
he's probably got been thrown on Facebook a bunch or something. I don't know. Need to change his name.
Strange.
Yeah, I do have a friend of mine that has been banned from Facebook, Instagram, and everything else. He can never, ever in the rest of his life get on those social medias.
Wow.
And he really, he wasn't political, but he posts some pretty funny shit. I mean, it was hilarious. Some of it was a little racy, I guess, or on the edge, but I mean, it wasn't any. I mean, there's worse stuff out there. I mean, everything he posted, it was gonna be, you're gonna laugh your ass off. I mean, he was just that guy.
So I think I've recently learned some of this in about the past year and a half as I've caught some bands. What they do, and maybe I'm wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think it matters how long it's been since the last time you screwed up, that every time that you do screw up, your penalty increases exponentially.
Yeah.
And so, like, I think next time I'm a month or longer. Like a full, maybe it was already a month, but yeah, next time they're going to kick me out for a month. I was up in Wisconsin to hang out at Josh Lee's wedding, and I said something about, it was something about a band that somebody wanted to hire, and I said something along the lines of they want it handed to them. And it was like somebody said that was like cyberbullying or something. I don't know.
Oh my God.
Apparently when it comes to the internet, I'm extremely offensive.
Wow. That's ridiculous. Well, you hurt that one feeling they had, apparently.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
Jesus, grow a
The
pair.
people whose feelings usually get hurt are the ones who are looking to be upset. But, I mean,
Right, I know.
That's
Give them
true.
a cookie, tell them to go on.
it just,
Jesus.
yeah.
They need their ass whooped. That's what it is.
A few times in life, I'd like to just be able to have a year of interactions with musician and there be an absence of ego and everybody just hangs out and gets along because there's plenty of music and there's plenty of shows for everyone. There really is. It's a big country.
It is.
Big world. All right, I'm going to play this. This next one's called Waylon and Whiskey on Ice. You would think it'd be about Waylon Jennings, but it's more or less just about listening to music and getting drunk.
With ice. With ice.
Yes, with ice. It's pretty harsh without it. Well, today's another day that didn't go my way. I've been working for what another man can spare. And though I can't afford the price it makes every everything nice when I've got Waylon and whiskey on ice. I gave up the hard stuff a long time ago, just to find out it didn't give up on me. Oh, but echoed and broken was Daddy's advice. Stick to Waylon and whiskey on ice. This town we call fate, it's all hurry up and wait. It builds you up and you're left out in the cold. Though not always my vice, I find my paradise in Waylon and whiskey on ice. Through sorrow and grief, we find little relief, but a tune with Kentucky in a glass. Now few things around here could ever suffice like Waylon and whiskey on ice. And I've got Waylon, whiskey on ice. Waylon and whiskey on ice.
That's awesome. Very good. Very good. I bet you have. How many songs do you have?
Originals?
Yeah.
It's upwards a little over 50. Polished and played all the time. 19 to 24 that I play and polish all the time. You know, I don't play them like I should, but if someone was like, hey, can you play that one? I'd be like, yeah, I can play that one. That one I can do.
Now you have to do vinyl at least in your lifetime.
I have a big vinyl collection.
No, you have to do your
I
own
know.
vinyl.
Well, see, the problem is
Pick
with
your
all
song.
these people. Okay, so I'm dealing with some people out of Kansas City right now, and I think they may be the winners because they put out so many albums over their life, and they got so tired of having to pay a separate price to get the CD and the art done.
Mm-hmm.
They said, but everybody that does vinyl, you have to have like a minimum order of something like 300. Now, I can move that many CDs.
Oh, yeah.
But I can't move, I don't think I can move that many vinyl records. Like,
Well,
I
people
mean,
people are wanting them.
right, I know they are. It's a great time. I just don't think I'm the right guy to just yet. Maybe one day. Now, do I want to have 25 of them so I can give them, one of my mom, hey,
Right.
sign it. Hey, here you go. Thanks for pushing me out. I appreciate that. You know what I mean? This one's for you. But and there's some special ones that I'd like
Thanks
to
for
give
not
out.
killing me.
Right. Or vice versa, But no, I'd like to be able to give some out to the people that have helped me along the way and really kind of help bridge some gaps for me. Mm-hmm. A very good friend of mine's name is Phil Wages. He owns the brewery in West Plains, and he has for 7 years. Great guy, and he just sticks me in there all the time. It's the best tipping place in town. I mean,
Very
they just
cool.
throw the money at you.
That's
It's great.
awesome.
They love the music. We pack the place every time. Food's good. I'm
Very
privileged. It's
Yeah,
nice.
sounds like it. That's awesome. Very cool.
Fun times.
Yes. How about another song
All right,
or
let's
four?
do another one. Let's do another original one here.
I've got to run, guys.
What?
I gotta go pick up my son. Sorry.
Don't run, walk.
Yeah, that's true.
She just got here.
I know.
I told her we need to keep you
He
here.
was supposed to be there till 10, so sorry.
You coming next week?
Maybe.
Yes.
I'll try.
Bring the
Very
kid.
nice to meet you.
Nice
Bring
to
the
meet you.
kid.
Yeah, good luck in everything you
Good
do.
jamming.
Hey, thanks.
See ya.
Bring the kid.
Yeah.
He's been here before.
Bring your child.
Yes.
All right, so this next one I wrote for John Prine whenever he passed away. This one is. What do you know?
Oh, lock the door.
Yeah. So this one's all about just making sure that you're thankful for what you have in life, and no matter what hand life deals you. This one's called Happy Anywhere. I don't know much about being happy. I know a hell of a whole lot more about being sad. Well, some folks say that attitude is crappy, but a mile in my shoes, that's a walk you've never had. I woke up with my eyes glued shut this morning. Between the lines and the shine, I had my fill. The self-medication of them herbs in my coffee should alleviate the symptoms of this will. It's all about perspective when you know it. It takes life a while to get there. You just stick close to the love and those who show it, and you'll make home and you'll find happy anywhere. This life steals my joy, I can't pretend. Well, the nature of some humans I can't decide. But I'm a punching out before the daylight's in. With my pets and my girl, she's home to hold me tight. It's all about perspective when you know it. It takes life a while to get there. You just stick close to the love and those who show it, and you'll make home and you'll find happy anywhere. It's all about perspective when you know it. And each one of us, we've got a cross to bear. You just stick close to the love and those who show it, and you'll make home and you'll find happy anywhere. And you'll make home and you'll find happy anywhere.
Awesome. Here we go.
What do you need, babe?
You're
Oh,
hooked on
I'm
something.
hooked. Would you get those antacids for me?
You need a break?
I just need an antacid.
Poor
She may
thing.
have them in her.
She's got everything.
Yeah.
Episode 127, Stl Roar, mycitymymusic.com, Soldier by Blood. So, this weekend we've got at Charlotte Pub, Friday night, Mr. Yuck, and then Saturday, Judy's got 3 original bands, 3 bands no waiting. Mongoose, Mean Radius, and Only Sound. 3 original bands. You've got to see it. It's freaking awesome. And of course, shout out to my sister Judy. She is the bomb dude. Starlight Club, where all the best musicians play on the Music Matters. Parrots has got Friday Night Redlines playing, Saturday is Turning Point. And Rebar, 40 Miles to Vegas, Friday night, Saturday, Justice is Served. Let's see. Randy Jackson from Zebra, my dear friend, will be in Granite City Saturday night. The name of the bar is called Tinseltown. I'll be there because I haven't seen him in a couple years. He's freaking awesome. And, of course, I have to give a shout-out to Vance Towns, Mr. VBT Towns. He does a podcast with KGF Rocks, Todd Kohler's KGF Rocks, and he always mentions us, so I got to give him thank you, Vance. You're awesome. And Anthony Garner, where are you at this weekend?
Let's see. Friday night, I will be at Cregan's Irish Pub in Jonesboro, Arkansas, playing with Nick Davis on the top level from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. And then Saturday night, I will be at the Stock Tank in Myrtle, Missouri from 9 p.m. to 12 a.m.
And if you can't make it, you can always listen to him on all the socials. Everything. All of them. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. You good now?
Yeah, I'm good. So we tried the barbecue joint about 2 miles from here. Remember what it was called? Smoky Barrel?
Smoky Barrel?
Smoky Barrel.
Off-Track's got good food, too. It's right down here on the corner. The bar.
So there was 2 of them we were trying to choose between, and we went with the one that was closest.
Mm-hmm.
Although it didn't have as good of a review. But the food was great, service was great, people were great. I loved it. It was awesome.
Very cool. Good. Original or a cover?
I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. What do you want to hear, babe? Because if not, I won't play a cover. Yeah, I know that. All right, I'm going to do...
Somebody's on your... Backdoor friends are always best.
Did you get that other harmonica?
Is it Mal? Is she lost?
Hey, can you bring me down there, Beasley? I left my purse.
You left
My
your
keys
purse.
in there. Right there on the chair.
No.
Can't get rid of me.
I don't want to. Sit down.
I gotta. He was standing downtown by himself.
He'll be all right.
Yeah. Thank you, babe.
Okay, so this next song I wrote about the opiate addiction in Baltimore and how bad it is. And not just about that, but it's kind of about my sister, too, who lives out that way. This one's called Baltimore.
Run out of rope. I've run out of time. My family's lost hope. Long since my last dime. Sin hand the shamble I've made of my life. Are the fuel burned to ramble, and the edge of my knife.
It's the wrong harmonica.
Oh,
It's
no.
I'm so
The wrong
sorry.
harp. No way.
The wrong harp.
Dang it. I hate it when that happens.
Man, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I have that in there to play an Alanis Morissette song.
It's all right. It's all good.
You're not a hand in my pocket fan, are you?
Of course I am. Who doesn't like Alanis? I mean, she's amazing.
Oh, man. That sucks, because I was about to do that cool part.
Okay.
I need to see. Sorry.
You're fired.
Many times
There'll
over.
be no tip tonight.
No mushu pork for you.
Mm.
Thank you.
Right.
Yeah, like, let me look at it. Oh, there you go. Just like that. Set it down in there. Yeah, nice. Perfect. Cool. Sorry. Now we're ready.
It's all good.
You want to take it from the top? Or you
Take 2.
Want... Cool.
Wherever you want to do it. Wherever you want to start from.
I'll
It's on
take
you.
it from the top just because we're in
It's up to you.
Yeah, that's the part. That's the riff there.
Okay.
Run out of rope. I've run out of time. My family's lost hope. Long since my last dime. The sin and the shambles I've made of my life are the fuel burned to ramble, and the edge of my knife. Day is a struggle. I fight to get by. Between the needs and the needle, I'm lost in the lies. And gone is the future. I'm locked in these chains, and I'm bound by a memory. I'm a slave to the pain.
I was just trying to get you to tighten it. I just wanted you to tighten it, not move it. Just tighten it. I know, it's just stripping. Anyway, that's that song. So, we can give it another-
Well, it's all right. You still get applause. So, yeah, all your music sounds
so
great.
yeah, just push, twist. Twist, push.
So did you learn to play in high school, or did you just pick up something? Can you play by ear? Can you read music? What is
So
your
I
background?
can read music, but I don't. I can, but I don't.
Right.
Because it's easier for me. I know the pentatonic scale, the Mixolydian scale, and the Dorian scale. So I can play lead guitar fairly well.
Right.
I'm waiting on my fingers to catch up with my brain,
Right.
basically, is what's going on there.
Right.
In high school and junior high, I played trombone and some percussion. And then our band program got really shitty because I moved to another school. And so I had to focus on other things. But guitar has always been something that I enjoyed and didn't really devote a whole lot of time to until my mid-20s. And then when I hit 30, I decided to get serious about it.
Right.
And now I play lead guitar in a couple bands, and we just alternate. We're two pieces. I play lead, they play lead, and we both play rhythm and sing. So I'll do 5 or 6 songs while they're playing lead, then we'll just switch. And the bars love it because they get 2 different singers, you know,
Right,
and it
exactly.
just, it varies, and everybody's an original artist up around that area too, so that's nice.
That's awesome.
I played some piano in high school too, and that's basically where I learned to really string together the reading music.
Yeah, I started off on piano, and to me, it helped when I was playing guitar because you have a wider range of knowing all the notes on just doing scales.
Right.
I mean, it helps your dexterity and your I mean, when you're doing scales, because there's a certain way to do scales on a piano, and then when you jump on a guitar, I mean, you have to learn to bend it literally.
Right.
But still, it does give you some kind of knowledge as far as background learning about notes.
And it builds your ear. You know,
Yeah.
as you're playing those scales on the piano, when you transfer over to the guitar, you'll hear something. You go, "That's not right."
That's
I mean,
not-
immediately you'll just go, "That's not right," because you know it's not. Your ear says it's not.
And you know, and what's so even better is that 9 times out of 10, most songs are only 4 notes.
Yeah, you, can only make,
You don't have to
make
play a whole
12
keyboard on a
sounds.
guitar.
When you realize that there's only like 12 sounds that can be made in life, and they're all at just different octaves, like
Right,
it makes
right.
it so much easier. The
It
world
does.
just gets so much smaller.
It's
Just like
awesome.
that piano is only this over and over and over again.
I know.
All music is a bridge. Most people just make it really complicated.
But you can play keyboards and piano on a guitar.
Yeah,
It works.
Yep.
It does work.
I guess we should do another original since I screwed that one up.
You can do whatever you want.
Next time, I almost bought a brand new harmonica headset the other day, but I'm a cheapskate. Like,
Don't.
It's bad. I know, right? just make sure.
No, just fix it.
Well-
Duck. You got duck it, or you can staple it, or
If
you know.
can't duck it. So, like, I need another one anyway because I have 4 different keys that I play harp in, and I don't have that many headsets, and there's no reason to make the crowd wait while I'm switching over. You know,
Well, you go to a resale shop then. Like, there's one in St. Charles called Merry Go Round, Music Go Round, and
out.
they take in, big shout out. They take in, you can trade whatever you want, trade stuff in, sell it, buy it back, whatever you want to do. But they have a little bit of everything.
I'll check them out.
Go to do resale. Don't get brand new. I mean, come on, really. But then there's a lot of music stores that will have resale stuff, or
Yeah.
just because they just took it in. $20 is $20, right?
Right, and I try to do everything I can to stay off reverb. 'Cause that's just a good way to light up your debit card, man. I'm just telling you, it's a real good way.
Definitely. Okay, mommy, what songs are you gonna do? One without a harp.
Pile of bottles. How about drinking on the way? Okay. That one's faster. Well, because Pile of Bottles and Waylon on Whiskey use the same scale. So that's why. Alright, this song's called Drinking on the Way. Well, lately I've been pissed off at my drinking, smoking, snorting, cheating ways. All the things I swore I'd quit but didn't, and then I couldn't beg her to stay. Since she's gone, I figured Mama didn't raise no quitter, what can I say? Tired of laying out here feeling like shit, I wanna drink it on the way today. They stripped my heart out of my chest, took off with a man out west last May. She put my sanity to the test, lessons learned, it's best not to stray. And the only date I've had in months is Cardinal, and she always makes me pay. Even though I'm damn sure it'll be here tomorrow, I'm gonna drink it on the way today. Well, they say time heals all wounds, and this too will pass someday. After all this, I just got one question: who the hell is they? Well, they need to be more specific.
'cause this heart ain't gonna risk it no way. Even though I'm damn sure it'll be here tomorrow, I'm gonna drink it all away today. Even though I'm damn sure it'll be here tomorrow, I'm gonna drink it all away today.
I like that.
On away.
So all your songs that you sing about, like your past addiction or whatever, is it therapeutic? Did it help you as far as giving you a different perspective to not do that, or was it just what was it?
So I would say when I started applying music to my addiction, it got worse, especially the drinking. But since I've been very privileged that my career has only gone forward. And so I've had some time to sit back and since we finished the album and go, man, you are kind of a 3 steps forward, 1 step back kind of guy. Maybe, if you started taking things a little bit more seriously, some things could fall into line for you, and they have. So at first, yeah, it definitely made it worse. And
Did you feel like you couldn't do it without it? Is that what it was?
Yeah, most definitely. Definitely.
And then you realized, oh, duh.
Yeah, it's not only, but sometimes I'm better without it. Now it does all depend on the place. If I'm going to a place like I play at Lake of the Ozarks occasionally, there's a couple places that ask me to come there and play, and when I do, I get pretty nervous when I go in there and man, I gotta have a couple beers just to get my hands to quit shaking most of the time. But as far as to where I can't, I've never been the type of guy to drink to the point where it affects my performance.
Right.
If it starts affecting my performance, I immediately switch to water.
Well, you can always do that
used to be
that quick trick. Put sunglasses on.
Yeah.
Seriously.
No,
it really does. Yeah. It will be like it's like, oh, nobody can see me. I got this.
It's weird, isn't it?
It's so strange. It could be a tiniest little stage in the world, but just standing up there in front of 20 or 40 or 1 million people, it's like. It's all 1 million people.
It's because they can't see into the windows of your soul.
No, they cannot see.
Man, you got your windows closed.
You got your windows closed. Exactly.
I'm not getting in here.
There's a whole bunch of other stuff. I knew a guitar player who couldn't face. He would play backwards.
Now I've seen guys do it.
And then when he finally got through the first 2 or 3 songs and he turned around, everything was fine. But that first initial stage fright was like, my ass is gonna be there. I'm like, whatever.
Whatever you gotta do, man. So, whatever you gotta do.
But he wasn't. He didn't have any other vices. It was just the fact that he just could not face anybody when he played.
Man,
isn't that crazy?
That is wild.
And at home, whenever he practiced, he always go in a corner and practice facing the corner and practicing. I'm like, why do you do that? You play in front of thousands of people, and yeah, he would just go in the corner and play.
Usually what gets me, my Achilles heel is usually a camera. Now, it's not like a camera that's stationary, but if I'm in the middle, let's say, of a lick, right, and I'm in a show, and let's say there's 100 people there, and they're all just right up here on me and everything, we're having a good time, that's great. And if somebody, leans up to start to take a picture of me, I'm not looking at them, but I know they're there, and for some reason, that'll bother me more than a crowd will. Don't know why, but if they point that thing at me, yeah, it unnerves me a little bit. I don't know why. It can be sitting there like that. That don't bother me. But for some reason, it's somebody's hand and they're doing that and they're walking up to me. I'm like, get out of here! You're making me nervous.
It's because it caught your eye.
Yeah,
it broke your concentration.
Broke the concentration. Exactly. That was not moving around and don't bother me. But yeah, if they're walking up or if they're talking to me, those people that think that when you're in the middle of playing a solo and they want to come up and request a song. And they think that I have the ability. I'm being polite, but I'm yeah, I'm getting every other word. I'm getting every other word because I'm thinking about music, man.
Right. You can't hear. Well, you know what? Those people with the cameras, go back to that. You need a super soaker on the other side. So you just turn around.
See, you don't like it when people point stuff at you, do you?
When the cat or dog get out of the hand. You got the. I call it the sheriff. I wrote sheriff on the side of the water bottle.
Of it.
That's great. Yeah, but. You can correct that behavior.
We have 8 animals, 3 dogs, 5 cats, and we have several things that we do with the water bottles, one with the cats, but one of them's kind of a game where it's the paper towel roll when the paper towels are over, I have a dog that's part German Shepherd, part Pit Bull, and she likes to. All she has to do is like pull it off there, and if this dog even hears the echo of that thing on the inside, hollowed out and being done with, she's like running full speed like this because she'll grab it and she'll hit her with it. It's hilarious.
Oh my gosh, that is so funny. Animals are hilarious.
I know, we couldn't live without them. I was so lonely.
We can
without
learn
them.
a lot from them.
I know.
They're friggin' amazing. I mean, they're just dogs are like my dog is just stupid. And you're so stupid, but it's your tone.
Right.
He's you know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And they're always happy to see you. They have no issues. They just want to be petted and fed.
Unconditional love.
Oh my God.
Unconditional
Can't
love,
touch
man.
it. They don't need cars. They don't need booze. And they don't need you to buy them pizza or take them to the mall or any of that bullshit. You know, it's like, just pet me. Just
They
pet
love
me.
they love pizza, but we try not to feed it to them.
No, that's bad.
It's awful. I'm like, no, this is bad for you. It'll make your pancreas explode. That's what I tell them. Like, the vet says no.
No.
Vet said it'll make your pancreas explode.
They don't care. You're just talking to them going, okay.
No pizza.
You can tell them this will make your head explode. Okay, you're talking to me. I get it. Whatever you want to do.
We realized our attachment issues whenever we were we parked at the barbecue place and we were watching those dogs. Is that where we were? So we looked through and there was this guy had his 2 black labs outside and one of them was taking a dump. And as soon as he did the poop run. As soon as he was done, he was like playing with his buddy. And I was like, look, it's a poop run.
It
I
is.
looked at her and I was like, man, I miss those dogs so bad.
My dog's name is Mojo Rising.
Ah, that's cool.
So yeah, whenever he poos, he comes up, does a little circle, the whole circus animal freak thing. He's like, I pooed.
Yep.
Okay, it's a parade.
Great.
You know, yeah.
Great. I'm
As long
glad
as it's
you feel
outside,
better.
I'm fine with that, you know? But yeah, he's hilarious. They have personalities, that's for sure.
What kind of dog is it?
He is a Yorkie Shih Tzu mix.
Oh, shoot.
And I've always had Yorkies, but he favors the Yorkie temperament and he doesn't shed. And I've got asthma, so I don't have to deal with he's very hyperallergenic. I mean, he's just freaking awesome. He weighs 8 pounds. He thinks he weighs 108 pounds because you know, I had to buy a collar for him to stop that. Every time somebody walked by, he would just lose his mind. And I'd give him a little zap, and he's ow. But yeah, it doesn't hurt him, but I just can't stand that. You know, it scares me sometimes. It's like, what in the hell? People are dumb walking their dogs down the street. How dare you? Because mine's gonna lose his mind because you're walking down the street.
We literally say it to them all the time because they'll lose their minds in the house because someone's walking their dog outside, and we'll go, heaven forbid another dog in this neighborhood go for a walk.
I know, right?
It's not you.
What's wrong with these people? Holy cow! I mean, jeez. I know they're just.
Yes, that is the same mailman, and he does come here every day.
That poor guy.
Every day.
That poor guy.
So the new our new Amazon dropper off lady. Because, so we got a boxer that we just found out was also a pit mix, and we should have known that, but he's brindle, and he looked like pure, but he's not.
Oh,
and we also
have.
have...
they're great dogs.
Oh, great dog. Great dog. He's
Freaking
amazing.
awesome.
His name's Groot.
Groot. I am Groot. I love that freaking movie.
I know, we did too. She named him.
Oh, that's awesome.
Him. He's so great. And then we have a Rotsky, which is a Rottweiler Husky. So when that Amazon lady first got this new route, she's coming up to they'd lost it. She was just like, I was like, come on, man, there's a door there.
They just want to throw it and run because they don't know what's going to come out at them, you know?
I'm like, hey, they know that's the bark box. I'm just telling you, they know you are the bark box lady.
It's the peanut butter box.
We quote that all the time. We do that all the time.
The peanut butter box is here.
Peanut butter box is here.
The peanut butter box is here.
Where would we be without people like Chewy? I don't know.
I know. Well, you know, I think it's a great thing. It's freaking awesome.
It is.
Because my bratty dog, when I first got him, he was a rescue. And because he's a Yorkie, they have a delicate constitution. They can't, he's got to have soft food, and then I give him a little bit of the very tiny bits, you know, just leave that
morsels?
out. Yeah, but he's got to have soft food because otherwise he won't go. The only dog food I went through every freaking dog food in the whole goddamn town. I swear to God, I went through thousands. He doesn't like the. We gotta go for the most expensive, and this is what he's gonna eat. Oh, I'm so sick of him.
And every time he eats it, he's like,
oh yeah.
Great.
And I've tried to sneak a different flavor in
Was
there.
that like $17? Yeah, let's keep on. 3 cans, $17.
He
Good
doesn't
job.
care. I'm gonna go poop.
Meanwhile, you're eating ramen noodles.
Right, exactly. If that, you know. But his food looks pretty good. He's got rice. It's got rice in it.
We do Diamond Naturals, the salmon and potato stuff, because she has skin. Marie has skin allergies so bad that if we don't feed her that, like the other proteins just make her itch like crazy.
Right, crazy. Wow. Poor little things.
I
And
know, man.
they have no idea, you know. And it's just sometimes it just, you can't let them suffer.
And it's like every time that one of them has to go to the vet, they all have to go to the vet.
Well, of course. You know what's worse? I had horses, and that's the way it was.
Oh shoot!
Jeez. Yeah, I made the mistake of leaving one at home and putting the other one in the trailer, and he literally busted through the fence and chased me all the way down the street. My neighbor's going, Scout's back there chasing you because you left him alone. You can't leave horses alone. Cannot. If you run off with the other horse, yeah, forget it.
That's crazy.
I know. Horses are the best. I mean, it's like a 1,500-pound dog is what you have.
Yeah.
You know, I love horses. They're freaking awesome. So loyal. They're awesome. Anyway, you don't have a song about horses, do you? You should write one.
I don't think so. I could. Actually, wait a minute. Yeah, I got a song. It's a cover by Arlo McKinley. It's called "Waiting for Wild Horses."
That's a killer song.
Yeah.
Isn't that the one that, what's his name saying? Clint Black? Not Clint Black. Yeah.
No, this is original.
Oh, okay.
No, but there is a song that's like that.
Something, Wild Horses, that not Clint Black, it's, no, what's his name? God damn. I can't think of his name. I saw a show. He's married to Trisha Yearwood.
Garth Brooks?
Garth Brooks.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's got a Wild Horses song.
Yeah. What's that one called?
Wild Horses.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of how it goes. I make fun of Garth Brooks.
Oh, I got a million stories about Garth Brooks. He's so miles.
Weird.
Yeah, when he started that alter ego thing, what was it?
Chris Gaines.
What? Where? I was like, what is wrong with you?
I was a sophomore in high school, and they sold it at the gas station. And I
I'm
was
like,
that looks like Garth Brooks. And they're like, it is. I was like, you're kidding me.
he doesn't have enough money. He's gonna have an alter ego. What? Like nobody's gonna know? What is the matter with you? Really?
Everybody gets an emo face.
Whatever.
Alright, this is an Arlo McKinley tune called Waiting for Wild Horses. No, but for real, that's what it does. He felt left out and he wanted an emo phase in his life.
Girl, you can wait for wild horses, but I won't. Girl, you can wait for wild horses, but I won't. When the sun goes down, I'll be on my way out. I'm feeling like my time's done now. All I've known. Girl, you can wait for wild horses, but I won't. I'm paying for them now. All my choices and my wrongs. When the sun goes down, I'll be on my way out. time's done now. All I've known. Waiting for Wild Horses, Arlo McKinley.
Episode 127, Stl Roar. MyCityMyMusic.com, Soldier by Blood. Anthony Garner in the house. One more song. So I want to thank you, Mal Jones, for coming back. I haven't seen you in so long. Of course, thank you to Tweezy. And next week we got Chris Zumwalt. He'll be in here, and he's another one of those world travelers. So it's gonna be awesome. Nice. He's fun. And my friends like you.
Nice.
Yes.
Tell them to follow me, and maybe sometime before the summer is out, I can get back up here in this area.
Definitely.
Because that'd be cool.
Definitely.
I used to have family up here and live in Fenton for a long time. Otherwise, I don't really get up here. They live in Poplar Bluff now, so.
Poplar Bluff.
Yeah, there ain't much to see there. But I've got some friends over there that are pretty cool. All right, one more. We want to end on a cover. On a Waylon cover, since we started on a Waylon cover.
Whatever you want to do.
This one has the most clever line in a song that I've ever heard in my entire life.
Which is?
So, I won't spoil the line, but the song's called The Waymore's Blues. This is a song he played for Jesse Coulter live on air, Shel Silverstein.
I love those guys. They
I
were
know,
so
man.
flippin' awesome. Oh my God.
Shel Silverstein told him that he had written the Great American Folk Song when he heard this. When he heard this song, he told Waylon, he said, "You've written the Great American Folk Song."
Well, I woke up this morning, it was drizzling rain. Round the curve come a passenger train. I heard somebody yodel and a hobo moan. But Jimmy did, he been a long time gone. I said a long time gone. Said a long time gone. Wanna get to heaven when you're D.I.E. You gotta put on your coat and your T.I.E. If you're gonna get the rabbit out the L.O.G. You gotta make a commotion like a D.O.G. I said a D.O.G. I said a D.O.G. Got a good woman, what's the matter with me? What makes me wanna love on every woman I see? I was traveling when I met her, now I'm traveling again. Every woman she see looked like a place I came in. I said a place I came in. Yeah, place I came in. Well, I got my name, it's painted on my shirt. I ain't no ordinary dude, I don't have to work, I don't have to work. I don't have to work.
Yeah. Woo! Episode 127, Stl Roar, MyCityMyMusic.com, Soldier by Blood. Thank you, Mr. Anthony Garner. You freaking
pleasure.
rock. Yes. One more time where you're at this weekend, in case anybody's out there in that area.
If you are in the Jonesboro, Northeast Arkansas area, we will be at Cregan's Irish Pub from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. That's the late show. And then on Saturday, if you're in Myrtle, Missouri, I will be at the Stock Tank from 9 p.m. to 12 a.m.
Otherwise, we can hear you on all the socials.
All the socials. The album's title is Revelation and Relapse.
Revelation and Relapse. Gotcha. Awesome. Next week, we got Chris Zumwalt, and we are out of here.
your number one source for exposure and promotion. You want to host your own podcast? SoldierByBlood.com. You want to know where the hottest artists are? SoldierByBlood.com. You want real support? SoldierByBlood.com. Go to SoldierByBlood.com for more info.